Good morning. Thank you for joining me for this morning energy alignment practice. My hope is that this will really set you up well for the day ahead. Body, mind, emotions, spirit, energy. Getting your whole system in the best place to face the day. I'm Dr. Coral Westaway, clinical psychologist, the energy psychologist. And today I'll be inviting some stillness practice and some movement practice. But the important thing is that you tune into what's right for you in each and every moment. Everything I suggest is just an offering, and if it doesn't feel right for you, you pick and choose. I'm going to be drawing on Donna Eden's daily energy routine. And you can find lots of Donna Eden stuff online. She's brilliant. So now I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Just get comfortable in your seat, maybe have a bit of a wriggle. Feel your feet on the earth. Notice your breathing, taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. You might want to bring in a sigh on the out breath. Letting everything settle. One more deep breath in and out. Lovely. I'm going to invite you to connect to all parts of you. What does all of you need this morning? Checking in. Maybe different parts of you need different things today. How can you work that for the best for all of you? Now I'm going to invite you to check in with your physical body. How's your body feeling this morning? What's there in your system? Any parts that need a wriggle? Any parts that need a stretch? Just noticing what's there. Bringing gratitude to this body, all it does for us. Seeing if there's any parts of you that would benefit from some love, some attention, some stroking. Breathing into those parts. Seeing if you can bring love in there this morning, or kindness, or tenderness, or gratitude. Now I'm going to invite us to connect with our mental body. What's there in your thoughts this morning? Not trying to do anything with them, or change it. Just noticing them, acknowledging them, letting your mental body know that you will attend to that later on in the day, if needed, and inviting that to give us a bit of space this morning, bringing gratitude to our mind and how hard it works for us. Now I'm going to invite you to check in with your emotional body. What's there in your emotions this morning? How does that show up in or around your body? What are you aware of right now? Again, without judgment, seeing if we can bring a gentle curiosity. I'm going to invite you to connect with your spiritual or energetic body. As I say that, where does your attention go? What are you aware of? Does it show up as just a vague concept? Do you have a connection with the earth through your feet, with the heavens through your head? Do you feel a central channel within your system, the divinity within you? Or is it something very different? There's no right or wrong here. Just tuning into what you're aware of in this moment. Now I'm going to invite you to connect to your higher self. Is that your intuition, your guides, your ancestors, the spirits, your wisdom? What does that look like for you? And we might like to ask for guidance, support, seeing if there's anything from your wise part that they're offering you this morning. Any words or phrases. Anything they want you to know or want you to take forward into this day. Noticing that and bringing thanks. I'm going to invite us to keep hydrated as we practice together this morning. The energy work really values, really benefits from flushing it through, keeping our system hydrated. Lovely, thank you. So now I'm going to move into the movement part of the practice. Donna Eden's routine, energy routine. I'm going to do this standing up. You can join me or you can stay sitting down, whatever feels right for you this morning. Okay, so the first part of this practice, the first move, is the 4 thumps. Now I say thumps very lightly. Tune into the pressure that feels right for you. And the first place to thump is under the eyes, on the firm bony bits under the eyes, kind of our cheekbone bits. Now this point, all of these points link to the meridians, the energy channels that flow through our body, connecting our major organs. And this point is really about grounding and calming our system. So feeling the connection with the earth, taking a few breaths here as we tap under the eyes. This is really useful any point you're feeling ungrounded, a bit spacey, a bit overwhelmed. This thump can really help ground you, center you, bring back some focus. Lovely. So the second point is the collarbones. Just tapping around the bony parts of the collarbones. And this is the end of the kidney meridian. And this point is all about stepping easefully forward, moving forward with ease. So any point you're feeling a bit stuck or a bit stagnated or unsure, this point can really help feel a bit clearer on where you're going and help make that aligned action. Keep using your breath to breathe it all through and move it through any movement that wants to come. The third point is our thymus, on or around our heart space. This is really our Tarzan point. You might want to bring some noise here. Now this point is all about vitality. It's also really connected to the immune system. A lady I follow says, she calls this popping the cork when we thump our thymus, and says it's really important before we do any lymph work. When we're doing lymph work, lymph is the fluid that moves toxins through our body, to pop the cork. So before any body brushing or any mini bouncing, rebounding, anything that's going to help move the lymph, this can really invite the clearing from our system. It's a really good one to bring vitality. If you're feeling a bit sluggish, just really open you up. And we might want to bring that tapping looking over some of the other major lymph nodes in our body, under our arm, all around there, whatever feels nice for you. Lovely. Whoa. Great step. Really feeling that one this morning. Okay, and the final of the 4 thumps is under the arms, on the bra line. We can do this either way. This is the spleen point. And the spleen point is all about metabolism, clearing toxins from our system. Again, if your system's feeling a bit sluggish, if you had a heavy meal, this can be a really good one. And there's a lovely spleen hug, which is one hand on that spleen point and the other hand on the opposite elbow, thumb tucked into the crook. We can bring in a little rock. So anytime you're feeling a bit in need of some nourishment, some calming, some comfort, this is a really lovely one. And we can swap sides so we balance it up. Just inviting that into your whole system this morning. If anything's unsettled you, shaking you up, it's going to be really calming. Lovely. Okay. So the next movement, our energy systems naturally cross over our body. And this next movement is inviting the natural crossover of the energies of our body. So the cross crawl is opposite hand to opposite knee. And you can do this as gently or as enthusiastically as you feel like this morning. It feels really nice to bring in some stretching. So feel into that for you, as big or as small as you're feeling like this morning. Maybe your movements get bigger, maybe they don't. That is okay. And from this point, we can bring in the figure of 8s. The figure of 8s are, as Prune Harris says, the worker bees in our energy system. They link the different parts of our energy system, sharing communication and connecting each of those points and those systems. So figure of 8s really can bring us into harmony. We can do the same direction or we can do opposite directions. We can do very small, very big. Feeling into what feels nice for you this morning. And we can bring figure of 8s to different parts of our body. I've recently learned that figure of 8s are a key part of myofascial release. It's really important shape in our system, I believe, but in our energy field can really bring cohesion. And all of these crossovers for people with dyslexia, dyspraxia, coordination issues, the crossovers can be really, really helpful. Wonderful. So the next point here I'm going to invite is rubbing our hands in our heart space, connecting heaven and earth. So taking one hand palm up to the heavens and one hand palm down to the earth, and bringing in that stretch there. Coming back to our heart and stretching it out the other way. I feel this really invites us to be our fullest, brightest self in the day. So bringing in those lovely stretches, stretching our aura out, taking our space in the world, shining brightly. Lovely. Really wonderful. From this point I'm going to invite you to put your thumbs on your third eye. Make a triangle. And from this point we can connect through our feet to the earth. Bringing gratitude to Gaia for always holding us, supporting us. Just always there, always got our back. For taking anything that doesn't serve us deep into the earth, for recycling. So breathing into that, bringing thanks to Gaia. And now connecting through the top of our head. to the heavens. Bringing gratitude for the support, the guidance. We might like to draw that energy up through our feet from the earth and through our crown chakra from the heavens. Bring and fill our system with the highest frequency available to us today for our highest good. And as those two energies, those two frequencies meet in our heart space, they combine with our unique frequency, our unique fractal of the universe, in this body, on this planet at this time. And all of those energies combine in our heart space. We allow that high love frequency to fill our whole system, clearing out anything that no longer serves us and releasing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Shaking that out. From that point, we come into the crown pull, joining our hands at the forehead and applying whatever pressure feels nice to you. Moving from the centre of the head out over the top of the head and the back of the head and the neck. This is really good when our head's feeling busy or foggy. Really create some mental space. We can pull out our ears here, loads of nerve endings in our ears. But just feeling into that. Oh, what feels nice for you this morning. Over the back of the neck, shaking it off. And from this point we can come from one shoulder to the opposite hip. Shaking that off. Lovely. And now we're going to do the hook up. A couple of fingers in the belly button, a couple of fingers at the forehead or the third eye. Just feeling into how your body's feeling after that moment. Allowing everything to settle. And this really allows all of our energy systems to work together in harmony, in cohesion. And we can lock on the zip up, zipping in all of that lovely energy that we've created and generated there today. Okay, I'm going to join you to sit back down. And I'm going to invite a gentle energy clearing this morning. Using the chakras. So I'm going to invite one hand on your heart and one hand on the top of your head, and we're going to clear out any blocks to being our best self today. So we name that, any blocks to being my best self today. We take a deep breath in and we breathe it all out for our feet into the earth. We take that top hand to the forehead or third eye. Any blocks to being my best self today. Deep breath in. Breathing it out into the earth. I'm going to add in the chin point. Any blocks to being my best self today. Throat. Any blocks to speaking my truth today. Deep breath in. Breathing that out into the earth. Heart. Any blocks to bringing kindness to all today. Deep breath in. Breathe it out. Solar plexus, just below. Any blocks to being truly me today. Deep breath in. Breathing it out. belly button. Any blocks to being my best self today. Breathing them into the earth. Now, pelvis for our sacral chakra. Any blocks to being my most creative, best me today. Deep breath in. And breathing that all out and through. And for the root chakra, we can have our hand to the side, we can sit on it, whatever feels right. Any blocks to being my best, truest self today. Deep breath in. Letting that all move out and through. Giving it a shake. Anything that needs sweeping, stretching. Having a bit of a drink. Flushing that all through. You might notice yawning or tingling or sensations as energy moves through. Some people burp. All energy moving. So just taking a moment to check in with yourself. Allowing everything in your system to settle. Bringing gratitude for allowing yourself this time, this morning, to set yourself up well for the day. Celebrating that. Checking in how your system feels after this practice. Any new awarenesses? Does the intention you set earlier still feel right? Still feel true? Or is there an intention for the day ahead? Anything you want to bring into your day? Is that calmness, kindness, creativity, joy, connection? Tune into it and breathe it into your whole system. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Thank you for joining me this morning. With love and best wishes.